Hi everyone, I'm Courtney, and today I want to tell you a very funny and interesting thing about the city that I live in. I've lived in the city of Pittsburgh for about 3.5 years now. I'm not originally from here, so I've been confused this year because I've been seeing something all around the city that I don't normally see in other places. The thing that I've been seeing are chairs. There are chairs all over Pittsburgh right now. There are tall chairs, short chairs, wide chairs, metal chairs, wooden chairs. There are all different types of chairs in the street in Pittsburgh right now. Apparently, Pittsburgh parking chairs are a long-standing winter tradition here in Pittsburgh. What is a Pittsburgh parking chair? And why are people putting chairs out in the street? Well, here in the winter, we can get a lot of snow. The snow can pile up very high. The snow piles up around people's cars. The snow is everywhere. A big truck plows the snow off of the main roads. But people have to shovel snow off their sidewalks. People have to shovel snow from around their cars. People shovel the snow away from their cars so that they can leave and go to work, school, and other places. It's a lot of work to shovel snow. Once people shovel snow out from around their cars, they drive their car out of their parking spot. Once people shovel snow from around their car, they drive their car out of the parking spot. They want to claim the parking spot when they return home. They feel that if they did all the work to dig out their parking spot, they should be able to park in the same spot when they return home. And this is the reason why Pittsburgh parking chairs exist. People drive their cars out of their parking spot, and to claim that parking spot for when they return home, they put out chairs. They put out chairs in the street to claim their parking spot. All over the city of Pittsburgh, you will see chairs where people have claimed their spots. Chairs are the primary thing that people use to mark their spots. But you will also see people get a little bit more creative. For example, sometimes you'll see stools, sometimes you'll see laundry baskets, sometimes you'll see folding tables. It's kind of crazy to be driving down the street and see so many chairs all over the place. The other day, I was walking around a neighborhood and I counted 26 chairs on 2 streets. 26 different Pittsburgh parking chairs on only 2 small streets. I love to see the variety in what types of chairs or other markers people use to mark their parking spots. Usually, the Pittsburgh parking chairs are out during the winter. However, there's some controversy. In the winter, Most people think that Pittsburgh parking chairs are okay. It's seen as the normal etiquette in Pittsburgh to mark your spot with a chair in the winter. The problem is that sometimes people use chairs to mark their parking spots in the summer. This is where the controversy starts. A lot of people think that in the summer you shouldn't use a chair to mark your parking spot. The whole reason the chairs exist is because someone went through all the effort to dig out their car, and then they can claim that parking spot during the winter. But some people abuse this system and just keep putting the chair out even in the summer when there's no snow. This problem is especially big in areas where there are houses next to bars or restaurants. The people that live in houses next to bars or restaurants will claim their parking spot with a chair even in the summertime. They do this to avoid having people that are going to the restaurant or the bar park in front of their house. I think that the Pittsburgh parking chair tradition is a hilarious tradition. I think that in the winter, it's okay. I understand why someone would want to claim their parking spot, especially after they've went to all the hassle of digging their car out from the snow. However, I think that in the summertime, it's not necessary. In the summertime, you should just park where there are available spots, even if that means you have to walk a long ways to your house. There's also more formal parking systems depending on which neighborhood you live in. Some neighborhoods already have parking permits or parking passes in order for people to park on specific streets, especially in residential areas. What do you think about the Pittsburgh parking chairs? Are there any systems that are similar to this where you live? I would love to hear them in the comments. I'm Courtney. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you later. Bye!